Welcome back here. It's time for the matchup in round 32. It's Paranoia versus Infused.Tt. Let's see how they manage to crumble their cookies. They're currently in the knife right now. I actually hear myself on the side. That's probably not that I'll look at. Let's mute myself a little bit on my laptop. And there we go. We just managed to see Infused with a fairly easy win there. Let's see what kind of lineup we're seeing here. We're actually having Alpha again, Infused, Kex as well. I'm assuming that Kex is Infused, so just finding for a quick knife there. But let's see here. Spectate setup, and we are ready to go on the way here on the stream. Now, we aren't readied up in anything else, as one of the Paranoia guys is still on the side. But let's take over these rosters. Infused coming out with Alpha, Gamba, Kex, Koa, and Playa. While Paranoia with Leaf, Cinda, Tobias, and Almost, and currently sitting in a spectate box as he's reconnecting, it's Armis. And those will be your combatants for this one. And that should be interesting, to say the least. Currently, there's 237 of you fine gentlemen looking at our stream. Of course, if you're wondering with this particular game, what is going on stream number 2? Sorry? Experience is playing versus Fragmasters on the other stream, but of course, Paranoia versus Infused.Tt is a much more interesting game. So let's take it away. Let's take it away from Kex this time around, if we can find him. There is on the attacking side. Let's see if these smokes will come around. Kex, we saw him already several times. There we go. Whoa! Now that right there is what you call a scope and a half. Gets himself a double kill with that scope in the very first round. Highlight that, Hizzle. And you know what? That is how you play Call of Duty. That's one way to open up a match, I guess. Cinda will be last man standing for Paranoia.
Explosives planted.
Will be taken down. Bomb does get planted by Infused, but it doesn't really matter. But, yeah. Hello, Kex. What's going on? Let's see if we can do that again. Actually going for top house this time around. Not a little bit delayed. Trying to find the scope from Paranoia. Let's see if we can find him around here. Don't really spot him. And Shotgun Koa, we saw him on strike several times as well. Gamba, in the meantime, running around. Leaf. Scoping for Paranoia. Paranoia does hear the bomb going down inside from Lil Kebab Shop. So far, just Armis remaining now. Make that none remaining. 2-0 with Kex getting himself 2 kills so far in the series, but he only needed 1 shot to get it. No doubt were his opponents at that point in time tagged up by the detonates that were coming out on towards the street, as Alpha showcases right here with that very standard detonate, which will go down on towards the car in the back of the Paranoia spawn. Paranoia Tobias. Kex currently almost on the hat trick, giving himself 1 more to get himself that hat trick, and very nicely defended, having good cover all the way over to Little Kebab Shop, and that's going to give that bomber all the time in the world to get that bomb down. And Kex was pretty much uncontested crossing that street. That's going to give them so much time to do something here. Bomb getting planted. Kebab Shop covered. Kex doing the same thing. Knows there's somebody in alley. Gonna get himself crossfired right from a bottom shop. Shotgun Koa. If you don't know what that refers to, Chaos to be done on L/YouTube. That's all you need to know. Playa. Hauling around. The pressure is now on Paranoia. They'll need to get this bomb defused, and Tobias has gone all the way around, getting tagged up by Playa. Almost will be the last man standing. Koa will take him down. It's 3-0. Almost trying to get the cross in. Leaf once again winning the sniper duel. Second time this time around in this match he's managed to do it. As Infused are 2 went down. Koa shotgun and Kex scope. Gam in the meantime SMGing fairly slow pushing, and right now Infused will not have the opportunity to get the planted just yet. Gam's play here is actually quite substantial. There's somebody right behind the wall. Gets the first, and there's a second one right there. The fact that he managed to get out of there is quite impressive. Player on the bomb. Is there anybody? Nope, there's nobody sitting inside Little Kebab. Nobody will contest him. No nades coming in. And Infused coming out from a situation where they were down 2 versus 5, all of a sudden, all winning again. Leaf will be last man standing. The scope for Paranoia will not be enough. It's 4-0. Let's take a look at what Paranoia has been doing. Leaf has managed to get himself 2 of the scope battles. I'm wondering what they've been doing setup-wise. Expecting this wallbang to come to fruition. Not going to happen because so far Infused really cutting through. Paranoia with only 2 men standing. They only have their scope. Look at this. Gam, SMGing, rushing all the way up to A. No problem there. Coming through. Cinder will be the last man standing. He's sitting right inside Little Melanoon. Will take Goa with him. Actually, if he survives this, gets himself the hat trick and the health regen. That could be 1 ace and a half. And Infused know that they cannot allow that to happen, so they have to fall back to A, get the bomb planted there.
Explosives planted.
And that's exactly what Gam is going to do. Cindy wants to get that peak. And once again, if he manages to get these 2, if he can get this clutch, then he will ace himself through this round. When he's got himself 31 seconds to go, as well as defuse the bomb. Risky, risky, risky from the hip. Not going to happen. Nice try, though. Gets himself a hat trick out of that. 5-0 in the series. Infused continuing their onslaught. This is round 32 out of 120. 128 teams signed up for this cup. We are now left with only 32 remaining, and Paranoia and Infused are one of those. Let's take away what Tobias is doing here. Right on top of a high. Yeah, somebody going in there. Could have had the kill there. I was about to say. Gam, who has been very, very aggressively with that SMG so far, finally getting shut down. Let's see what we have here statistics-wise. Yeah, Gam 41, 7-2, no problem whatsoever. And Infused are all over over melon room even in B side. Even Kex looking over to A high, but does Paranoia have anybody in Kebab Shop? That's going to be critical. Yes, they do. It's Cindy in Kebab Shop. As soon as they hear, well, they don't have anybody in Kebab Shop anymore, so the plant will most definitely come in. Armis can't do anything right here. He will be pinned in quite quickly by Koa, if I'm not completely mistaken, who's just sitting around the corner. No, it was actually Alpha. Managed to get himself a single. And Playa will get the plant. Koa going all the way around. Knows where to look. Sees the first. Takes down Armis. Then he gets the other one as well. Not going to happen. 6-0. For those players that are wondering where Machine went to play with his own team. He'll probably be back shortly as soon as he gets knocked out of the tournament, because I have zero faith in him whatsoever in his capability to play correctly. So that says more than enough about my capabilities when it comes to COD4, because I'm absolutely horrendous at this thing. Nice Dignitas logo. A little bit too bad about the white border around it. They don't have a Dignitas, Sui, if you're watching this, get me a logo with Dignitas that has proper alpha layers and send it to my producer. Just hit him up in IRC or in the chat channel, because this like a little box stone. What is this? This needs to be better. I know this is a little bit of an ad hoc situation, but production values important. Meantime, Leaf and Armis will be the last men standing. Gam actually gets himself a quick double. And player will rip that one up. Wow, Miracle in the chat. Sexiest man in esports himself. Let's see in the meantime what Kex can do. Not getting any of these smoke shots. Needs to watch out. Oh, nicely done on Armis. Right in a little kebab shop, and they think they should be able to get a quick plant here if they don't get shut down just outside of Melons, which was exactly the case with Tobias rushing straight up towards Melons, shutting down the Infused player bomb carrier. And again, Tobias being a little bit awkward there. Look at this. We got 3 players of Infused in the middle. There's 1 in kebab shop. There's 1 in top house, and we still have only 1 player remaining for Paranoia. Nice little pincer movement going on there. It is 8-0. Paranoia will need to get the lead out in order to do something here. Infused. Kex. One of the more interesting scopes in the game, but Paranoia is all over A side. And look at this very aggressive play. Koa just rushing in there. Taking a little bit too much there. Not gonna happen. Leaf will be the last man standing. I wouldn't be surprised. For a second there, I thought he was gonna get knifed up, but Alpha will whip them out. It's 9-0. And in it is going quite quickly. This round, a lot more quicker than I thought. Almost getting to the point where I'm thinking in the back of my head, I wonder what I'm going to be eating. Hint, hint. Let's take over to Gam, see what he's doing. Taking it surprisingly slow this time around. Up on A house, the bomb. We actually have not seen anything from Infused which involves a fast plant in this series. Sometimes what you see is a team cleaning out the little kebab shop as fast as they possibly can and getting a plant in as fast and getting that plant in. Tobias getting himself 2 as he's rushed in towards Melons, trying to get the cross in. All of a sudden, Alpha being the last man standing here, versus 2, can't get himself the hat trick. He's managed to done it before. And clutch time enabled, but he's going to need to get this cross. And Armis and Almost are just looking down the street. Especially Almost is going to be a very, as he says, difficult thing to go for. First round by Paranoia. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. As the 2 scopes. Oh, wow. Leaf ring dropped almost instantly. Tobias will be the last man standing here for Tobias after an actually good round. It's actually player remaining. What? Team killing, I guess. It's cool. Bomb getting planted, but it's not really an issue. And there you have it. It's 10-1. 1 more round, and we'll be switching sides. All right, spec up. Ooh, Gam actually sitting around. Sunder not really doing anything. And Koa trying to get out. Let's see what the scopes are up to. Leaf. Shippy Pickett finally managed to pick up on Alpha. Tobias on the other end, rushing down. These SMGs, they really, especially the Paranoia SMGs, are really not rushing in anywhere. Koa all the way around. Tobias finally managed to get himself 2. But Koa is all the way behind enemy lines, leaving Kex for what it is. Point blank range shot, no problem. Where's Leaf? Yeah, it's all on Kex now. And there you have it. It's 10-2. Not a bad way to finish the round there, Infused. Let's see if they can finish that up. For those people that are wondering, yes, at this point in the tournament, you pretty much would expect these sort of results to come in, because we are playing with 128 teams, and sadly, just like in real life, not everybody's as good as some of the others. And some of the others generally just turn some of the dudes upside down and pretty much bore them a fresh orifice, to put it lightly. It's currently, we're just waiting for one of the Infused players. 15 bomb for Alpha. Not bad. But it's time for Paranoia to show what they're made of. Let's see what they can do. We'll take it from Kex, though, initially. Rushing it out. He's actually going straight for little kebab. Can he get something on the cross here? That is exceptionally aggressive for a scope. Very, very aggressive for a scope. What is he doing? Going for a no-scope right there. Interesting, yes. Practical, not really. And Paranoia still managed to hold their bomb, but it's just Gamb remaining now. Let's see where you are, Gamb. He's actually running M14. There was a discussion about this on Tech9 a couple weeks back. People playing with LOL guns rather than taking things seriously. All right, Kex, let's see what you can do. Not finding his wall bang. On Paranoia are already 1 AK down. Where is Kex? Just looking about lower A. Leaf just scanning around, looking to little kebab shop, trying to find anybody there. Kex already down and just leaving Koa as the last man standing. SMG time. No shotgun for him this time around. I'm actually quite surprised Rabbits. Oh, that was an awkward little one. Unlucky. 4 to 10. Kex again. Let's see what the scopes will do. Waiting. Oh, no smoke covering that side area. That's almost down. Time for Paranoia's SMG to show what they're made of. Tobias firmly deep inside of enemy territory and looking to find those targets. I don't know. I don't think they know he's here. Because Kex has managed to get himself another one. And it's just Cinder remaining. There he is. That'll be the end. 11 to 10. 2 more rounds needed for Infused to win this game. Let's take it from Leaf. A lot of smokes early going off. They're expecting Kex. Wow, did he just wallbang? I think he did. Bit of a shame to miss that. Oh, Leaf! Cheeky. Cinder expecting something that wasn't there. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, Alpha actually managed to get himself a double already. Not getting himself the hat trick, and that's his Koa all by himself. Knowing that the bomber is on the site. Is it a fake plant?
Planted.
No, it isn't. Now he has to look. Gets the first. He's going to get cross-fired, like he says. Does get himself the single deagle kill, but won't be deagle broing it up. 5 to 11. Let's take it away again from Kex, who's been consistently opening up the fire for Infused. Very consistent scope. And I hear an M14. Paranoia, very aggressive. Gam playing M14 for some reason. And a quick round for Paranoia. Looks like we're going to be in here for the long haul. Kex again. Does not get himself a kill on the cross. Leaf with the counter scope. Gets Kex. Well done. Let's see what the SMGs are up to. Tobias once again pressing heavily in towards A house very, very quickly. Gets himself one. Paranoia are actually playing quite well at this stage. Both scopes are down. And it's just Gamb and player remaining for Infused. SMG and an AK, making this player remaining. And you know what? This reminds me of a particular ice series And I keep hearing this story. I wasn't there myself. But apparently at an ice series at one point there was this high-class team. I think it was 4 Kings, actually, back when 4 Kings still meant something. 4 Kings, they were playing versus one of the teams, and they were playing 1.6 or CS Source, one of the two. And they were just playing around. And all of a sudden, the other team, 4 Kings were playing against, this was like in a quarterfinal, starting to win rounds. And they're like, yeah, we can do this, lads. We can do this. Because they went into the match not expecting that they would actually have any opportunity to win. So they kept on cheering each other on. And it's like, and the spectators of the match are just wondering what the hell is going on. So they look to the left, see the entire 4 Kings lineup at the bar, getting a drink, putting a couple of randoms behind their PCs to play. So then they huddle back to their PCs and start playing again. And completely round-ass kick the other team's faces again. And that is LAN for you, ladies and gentlemen. LAN stories. Maybe we can get such LAN stories going on for E-Series Maximus. As long as no hotels are being destroyed, I'm perfectly fine with it. Meantime, the bomb has been planted. And player, Leaf has got himself a decent position. As soon as this bomb is gonna get defused, well done. Needs to get the scope out. We hear a defuse sound coming in. Well done. It's 8-11. Paranoia with a mild comeback. You know what? I don't think that idea of using the M14 by Gamb earlier on was a very, very good one. Let's see if Kex can knock it off again. Ooh, a gap in the smoke. Won't be able to go in for... Gamb is really starting to become a... Even though he's 14-13, he's not really managing to do anything consistently. Sure, he was running that M14 twice around, but he's not been grabbing any kills. Armis, on the other hand, been playing very, very strong, AKing it up. The bomb will no doubt go to B very, very shortly. However, we still have Kex on the map. It's waiting for all the smoke to clear. Finding his shadow. At the end of... Yeah, there's a guy sitting just behind the stairs. Armis somehow managed to squeeze himself through the barrier. This is not going to last for very long, though Armis does get himself the single. A lot of noise. Sees Kex just jumping away. The clock is ticking. The bomb is sitting in the alley. Not having too much luck so far. Needs to watch out. Gets Kex. 1-1. 18 seconds. Koa. And he takes it with the hat-trick clutch. What a play. 90-11. Oh, Gamb, if only you did not use that M14 like a tit. 90-11 in this series, and the play continues. Gamb finally decided to go for hardcore player mode and rushes in towards Melon's room, but the bomb is already planted with only 15 seconds ticked down on that clock. And the entire Infused lineup is not even past the middle of the map. Kex not getting any kills this round, will not be able to set anything up. However, Paranoia is pushed back, and this could actually be one of the cheekiest little defuses I have seen in a long, long time. Do they know? I think they do know, but this defuse is going to happen. Is this defuse going to happen? Yes, it will! What a cheeky little defuse just as the nade goes off. It's 9-12. Match point for Infused Thermal Take. Gamb finally playing aggressive, taking down Tobias. Getting tagged up heavily. Kex on the other side, looking around, finding his mark, nothing there. Leaf, on the other hand, has a good shot over... see this right here? He's looking straight in towards the little kebab shop. As soon as his team plants the bomb, somebody's going to shoot from behind that counter, and he won't know where he is. Unleash the Fury. Unless a wild Koa appears and shoots him in the back. Which is exactly what just happened. Currently 21-18 for TBS. Gam 16-4. He's dead. Almost as bad as watching Sydney Clinker. You know what? You can say everything about 9mm. He's got himself one epic unibrow. It's 9-13. Infused Thermal Take will take this one in round 32 of the Dignitas Alienware Cup for Call of Duty 4. And we're going to go for a quick break as I believe our dinner has arrived. So we're going to go for some quick noms. And in the meantime, be sure to check out the other channel, which is currently running as well, which is the Magics channel, if I'm not completely mistaken. Oh, Machine is back as well. We're currently in the process of doing some rebranding stuff, but we're also running a second stream, which is currently running another game. So we'll be right back with you with more coverage right here from Chaos TV, right from the studio. And every single time I see that transition, I think by myself, I just get a little bit hard. Just a little bit. Just a little bit hard. We'll be right back with you here on Chaos TV.